Pistol caliber carbines chambered in 10mm have been carving out their own lane in the gun world. And it makes sense. You get real stopping power out of a proven cartridge, but you also get the stability, accuracy, and control that only comes with a carbine-length platform. Whether you're chasing power for defensive use or just want a smoother, more controllable rifle for range work, 10mm carbines make a very strong case. Today we're breaking down two standouts that are leading the pack in this category. First up, the TNW Aero Survival Rifle Series. This one has been gaining a loyal following, and for good reason. It's not the cheapest option out there, but it nails the balance between modularity, portability, and price. At first glance, the controls feel right at home to anyone used to AR pattern rifles. You've got a safety where you expect it, a standard pistol grip, a familiar magwell, and an intuitive geometry. But don't mistake this for another AR clone. The Aero does its own thing. The charging handle is mounted on the side. The receivers are unique, and the barrel system detaches in seconds, making this rifle a serious tool for survivalists, preppers, or anyone who needs a compact takedown system. Caliber swaps are simple and affordable. Want to run 45 ACP? It's a quick change without a big price tag. In 10mm, this rifle brings real horsepower. Enough for personal defense, enough for deer hunting, and with the right loads, even black bear defense in the backcountry. It runs on a straight blowback action with a heavy bolt. That setup doesn't soak up recoil the same way a gas system might, but with pistol calibers, especially 10mm, it's still completely manageable and very shootable. TNW even offers a pistol-style version for folks who want something even shorter and more portable. Bottom line, if you're shopping under $1,000, the Aero Survival Rifle in 10mm is one of the strongest choices on the market. Now let's move to what Smith & Wesson is bringing with their M&P FPC chambered in 10mm auto. Smith & Wesson has built a reputation for blending classic function with forward-thinking design. And this folding carbine is a prime example. It's based on the popular 9mm version, but the 10mm model is beefed up where it counts. It's about 10 ounces heavier and slightly longer extra mass that helps tame the hotter cartridge. You're getting a 16¼ inch threaded barrel, which takes full advantage of the 10mm ballistics. That extra barrel length lets the cartridge stretch its legs, producing velocity a handgun just can't deliver. Recoil is handled by a tungsten-weighted buffer system in the rear. That setup smooths out even full-power loads. The grip comes straight off the M&P 2.0 10mm pistol. That means interchangeable backstraps and the clean, flat-faced performance center trigger. Controls are fully ambidextrous, reversible mag release, bilateral bolt release, and a charging handle placed at the rear of the action. No sights out of the box, but the rifle carries a full-length Picatinny rail for optics. The handguard includes MLOK slots for lights, lasers, or a forward grip. It feeds from standard M&P 10mm magazines, and Smith & Wesson ships it with 3 of them, 1 in the rifle, and 2 tucked away in a built-in mag carrier in the buttstock. Restricted states can also get a 10-round version. MSRP is $699. For that price, you're getting a very innovative folding carbine that's durable, accurate, and tuned to handle the extra power of 10mm. Ruger LC Carbine, 10mm. Ruger's LC Carbine line has already built a name for itself with shooters who like compact size and fast handling. Now they've rolled out one of the most exciting chamberings yet, 10mm auto. This carbine started life in 5.7 by 28mm. Later, Ruger added a 45 ACP model. And today, we've got the 10mm, which brings real stopping power to an already proven platform. The system is simple blowback, running an Uzi-style overhung bolt inside a lightweight aluminum alloy receiver. It stays slim, it stays fast, and it loads through the pistol grip. And just like you'd hope, it feeds from full-size Glock mags. That's a win if you're already carrying a Glock 20 or a Glock 40. The secure action hammer-fired fire control group makes the trigger press consistent. Dual safeties, dual bolt releases, and a reversible magazine release make it ambi-friendly. Compared to the 5.7, Ruger added a short M1913 rail molded into the lower, right ahead of the trigger guard. That's handy for lights or accessories. The CNC machined aluminum handguard gives you extra MLOK slots for grips, lights, or whatever you need. It ships with Ruger's rapid deploy folding sights, fully adjustable. Out front, a 16 and 1/4 inch threaded barrel is ready for a suppressor or muzzle device. Suggested retail is $1,049. Yeah, it's on the higher end for a pistol caliber carbine, but the build quality and design touches make it worth a hard look. B&T APC 10. If your taste leans more toward European engineering and military-grade design, the APC 10 is where you should look. It's based on the same battle-tested APC 9, but this 10mm brings the same refined blowback system, tuned with an internal hydraulic buffer. That buffer makes a huge difference, taming the recoil of hotter 10mm loads and keeping your groups tight. Like the Ruger, it takes Glock 20 mags, so you're not hunting down proprietary magazines. You get dual, non-reciprocating charging handles, one on each side. That gives you full ambidextrous control. The trigger is clean and crisp, breaking light and sharp, perfect for accurate work. Pair this gun with a red dot or a low-power optic, and you're looking at a home defense or competition setup at the highest level. Now, it is a premium rifle, and it comes with a premium price tag. But the fit, the finish, and the shooting experience all carry that unmistakable Swiss pedigree. Kel-Tec Sub-2000 Gen 3, 10mm. Kel-Tec wasn't going to sit this one out. They jumped into the 10mm game with the third-generation Sub-2000 GLK model. Kel-Tec is known for innovation in the folding carbine world. The Sub-2000 has been refined over the years, and this Gen 3 version adds some very smart upgrades. It's still a straight blowback system, just like the 9mm and 5.7 cousins. But this one weighs in at 5.6 pounds, almost a full pound heavier than the others. That extra weight is there for a reason to handle the hotter 10mm cartridge. It runs Glock G20 and G40 mags, and future support for other mags might be in the pipeline. The big news here is the rotating forend. That feature lets you mount an optic and keep it zeroed, even when the rifle is folded. The handguard is loaded with MLOK slots. Up top, you get a long Picatinny rail for optics or irons. The barrel is threaded, ready for a muzzle device or suppressor. The safety is a simple crossbolt, nothing fancy, but easy to use from either side. Suggested price is $599. That makes this one of the best entry points into 10mm carbines. Compact, lightweight, and value-packed, all while folding down to backpack size. The Kriss Vector CRB is not your typical pistol caliber carbine. The design looks futuristic, and that's because the engineering is ahead of the curve. At the heart of this rifle is the Kriss Super V system. Instead of recoil driving straight back into your shoulder, the energy gets redirected down. That change in physics means less muzzle climb and a flatter shot profile. Faster follow-ups, better control. It's running a non-linear blowback action. The stock gives you 6 different adjustment points to set your length of pull exactly where you want it. Controls are laid out ambidextrous, and the ones that aren't are easy to manipulate with your support hand. And yes, it feeds from Glock pattern magazines, which means you can share mags with your sidearm. Some shooters think the sci-fi appearance is over the top, but once you put rounds through it, the function overshadows the looks every time. Capacity is offered in 15 or 17, and there's even a 9mm option if you want to stay in that caliber. But for 10mm power in a truly unique platform, the Kriss Vector CRB is in a class of its own. Now, on the high-performance side, we've got the CMMG Banshee in 10mm. CMMG builds an entire family of carbines and pistols, but this one stands out because of the radial delayed blowback system. That system spreads out the recoil impulse. You don't need heavy bolts. You don't need oversized buffers. The action stays light and responsive, yet it soaks up the punch of full-power 180 grain loads. Weight comes in right at 5.5 pounds. Compact, agile, perfect for rapid transitions from target to target. The frame is AR style, which means the manual of arms is instantly familiar to anyone who's run an AR-15. And like several others in this category, it feeds from Glock mags. The downside? It's priced high, and availability isn't always steady. So if you're shopping on a budget, this is one you'll need to plan for. But in terms of performance, the Banshee delivers like few others in the 10mm class. For the traditionalists, let's talk about the Dakota Tactical DTM-10. This is a US-made reproduction of the MP5 chambered in 10mm. Dakota Tactical has earned a reputation for precision builds, and the DTM-10 lives up to it. It runs a roller-delayed blowback action, the same system that made the MP5 legendary. The shooting feel is smooth, predictable, extremely controllable. Instead of the classic claw mount, you get a built-in top rail that's ready for modern optics. The straight-body magazines stay true to the MP5 profile, and the pistol variant swaps a stock for a sling mount, which keeps that original subgun look intact. Now, price is the hard truth here. They start around $5,500, and because production is limited, they aren't easy to find. But for MP5 purists who want 10mm in that classic roller-delayed package, the DTM-10 is a grail gun. The Hi-Point 1095 TS isn't going to win beauty contests, but in the world of firearms, looks don't stop bullets. This carbine runs a straight blowback system. It's heavy, right at 7 pounds, and that extra mass actually works in your favor. The weight soaks up recoil and keeps the 10mm cartridge under control even when you're shooting hotter loads or plus P ammo. Up front, the barrel is threaded. That gives you the option of mounting a suppressor or a compensator, which adds serious practicality. Another detail that often gets overlooked: this budget gun has a last round bolt hold open. That's a feature some higher dollar platforms skip. The truth is, the polymer frame and the styling aren't refined. The iron sights function, but most shooters will swap them for a red dot. And yes, the magazines are proprietary, capped at 10 rounds. Even with those limitations, the 1095 TS earns respect. It's rugged, it's affordable, and for shooters who want a no-nonsense entry point into the 10mm PCC world, it's one of the best value for dollar options out there. Now let's move to the JRC Takedown 10mm. This platform brings portability and durability to the front of the line. JRC, or Just Right Carbines, has a solid track record with pistol caliber carbines. The Takedown variant adds an extra layer of practicality because it breaks down into a compact 16-inch package. That makes storage, transport, or discreet carry far easier than a fixed-length carbine. The frame is cut from a solid block of aircraft-grade aluminum. That gives you strength, corrosion resistance, and a rugged backbone built for long-term use. It runs a simple blowback operating system. Some shooters find the action a bit stiff, but reliability across different ammunition types is excellent. It feeds from Glock magazines. It features ambidextrous ejection. And the controls mimic an AR-15, so the manual of arms feels natural if you've spent time on an AR platform. Up top, a full-length rail gives you real estate for optics or accessories. At around 6 pounds, the JRC Takedown balances portability with firepower. For anyone who needs a 10mm carbine that can pack down small yet still deliver in the field, this is a serious contender.